We should go our separate ways, but now you're back, begging for a place to stay. Oh, it's not right. I wanna kiss you when we fight, kiss you when we fight. Hit the road, babe. I don't wanna see the mess you made. I don't wanna hear about your mistakes. I just wanna live my life without you. So have a nice day, close that door and be on your way. Not much else that I wanna say. I just wanna live my life without you. Forever in the heartbeat.
everybody. Welcome to Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. I hope you're having a good morning or afternoon, or maybe it's evening time for you. But whatever the case is, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for taking some time to study with me. We're going to enter into a 2-hour Pomodoro technique of 45 minutes of study time with music in the background and the Forest app also going in the background. It'll look something like this. Speaking of, look at that. That's Linus. So, hey, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And we're going to go into this pretty soon. So if you'd like to be part of the Forest app, please let me know in the comments. Let me know that you're here. I'd love to connect with you. I won't be able to interact with you while we're working on the 45-minute, but we will be able to interact at the chat, or should I say at the break time. So, hey, Aaron. I appreciate you being here. Hashtag Pax Familia. And yes, it's a new Linus cam. Well, sort of. It's one of the same, same cameras, but just new angle. So, yeah, exactly. Same cam, new angle. So, hey, I'm really glad that you're here. We're going to go into 45 minutes pretty soon. So if you or anybody else, once they join in, or if they join in later, they can put in the room code, and I'm going to actually put it in the chat right now just to kind of get a head start on it. How are you doing, Aaron? There we go. That's the room code for the app. And yeah, so I'm doing pretty well today. A little groggy, a little tired today, but otherwise I'm okay. I'm okay. Some really interesting stuff happened yesterday, and so immediately after I was done with my my live session, which ended up being a 4-hour Pomodoro technique, which was pretty much what I think October's going to look like. September is still the same schedule that you see on your screen. So for the month of September, we're still sticking to that schedule. But yeah, so for the month of October, I think we're going to be switching things up a bit. So anyways, we'll probably do that in a little bit, or in October. I'm all right. It's my Monday. Ooh, dragging a little bit, but trying to get into a rhythm. Well, you know what? With that being said, let's try and get into that rhythm right away. Let's go ahead and go into the 2-hour Pomodoro. And hey, I want to thank you so much, Aaron, for being here. And for anyone else who joins in later on, or if you're seeing this on what I like to call hashtag Pax Replay, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to be here on this YouTube channel. I would really love it if you can consider subscribing, liking, and hitting that notification bell, because I do upload different content, but all within the realm of education. Hopefully it's helpful to you. And again, I'm really glad that you're here. And Aaron says, you're looking pretty good today, Pax. Happier and healthier. Not sure what changed, but looking good. To be honest, Aaron, I think it's maybe a little bit more sleep, maybe, because I am trying to fix that up. So it could be that. It could be that. It could be the lighting. Or it could be the fact that I actually am not wearing a hat to hide something. But then again, I have glasses on, so I guess I'm trying to hide something. Or magnify something. I don't know. But I appreciate that, Aaron. I really hope that that this morning kind of turns it up a little bit. I'm going to play some music for us. We're going to get motivated. We're going to get focused on a singular task. And if for you, just simply being still and relaxing a little bit is what you need, or if you're at work or on the job or doing something, I mean, hopefully this really gets you into that rhythm of being productive, being focused, and also feeling good. I think a lot of it has to do with the attitude and energy that you put into it, and it's difficult. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. Obviously, it's been a struggle for me, but we're gonna get into this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and play some what I like to call good tunes, and we will get started here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. Thanks for being here, Aaron, and thanks for everybody else for being here as well. Hey everybody, I hope you're having a good morning so far. I was in the zone. I was in the zone and I had to kind of break focus a little bit. Let me know in the chat if you're in here. I'd love to just connect with you for a little bit. We're gonna have 15 minutes of a break. Let's see who's here. Hey Andrew, how's it going, man? That's for you. I don't know why I'm moving my head like this. It's not even, it's almost awkward. I like the hashtag Pax Familia. But so I was actually, I was talking with, oh yeah, and don't forget to hit the like button. That would really help. Yeah, Linus. Where is Linus? Oh, he's still sleeping. Valeria, hey, how's it going? I'm so glad you're here. Andrew, I'm so glad you're here. Yep. I don't know when you came in, but I'm assuming you were able to catch it when we started. Rhino Dog, hey, how's it going? Believe it or not, I was working on your email, so before the session's over, you should be getting it back. And it's just some thoughts that I had. The Scratch Crafter. Hashtag hello, precious. Good times. All right, hashtag Pax Fam. I'm going to hop out. I've got to get ready for the wrap-up party for Lita. Oh, cool. Good luck with that, man. Hope it goes well. The auto zone. Hey, Aaron. Still here. Good. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday morning with me. For some of you, actually, it's Wednesday afternoon. So thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, so a lot happened yesterday, and I'd love to hear more about how your day or your week is going, guys. So feel free to chat it up in the chat or in the comment section. I'd love to just connect with you a little bit, but in the meantime, I am gonna kind of tell you a little bit of what happened yesterday, and I'm actually gonna do a 15-minute countdown. Actually, at this point, I would almost say it's like about 12 minutes, so I'm just gonna do 12 minutes. So we'll do that. Anyways, so yesterday, get in the zone, auto zone. So yesterday, I got word that, you know, I was asked if I wanted to be a sub again. And my immediate thought was no. And I actually even do a video about this. I do a video about this. Let's see. When was it? Actually, I did 2 videos about it where I was not. I'm just not for the idea of going back into the classroom. And sorry, let me get some coffee. That's just beautiful. Okay. So yeah, I was asked to sub, and long story short, I said yes to be on the sub list, but part of me doesn't want to go back to the classroom, and I even made a couple of videos on my vlogging series, so if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and do so. But the long story short is I said yes, I would, and then they also have a couple of openings at this particular school, and I'm kind of I'm kind of considering it, to be honest. Not that I've got the job or anything, but considering to apply for it. Just because I'm trying to think through, like, I guess long term, and with the situation in flux of education and what that looks like right now. I am still doing that. I'm still pursuing, a credential and all that stuff, but I don't know. I guess in the immediate future, I don't know if I should continue the route that I've been on, or if I should use this as a way to still be involved in the network that I've been in with other educators and kind of get my foot in the door still as an educator. So it was a lot to process yesterday. I talked with my older brother, my sister, and my parents. They were kind of going back and forth with me on this, and there's not much clarity at this point. So I guess part of it is like, I'm just kind of, again, playing the waiting game, trying to figure out what's the next step. So, but in the meantime, I am, I'm still in school. I'm still doing all the work that I need to do. So, yeah, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, but trying to figure out what's the next step. And I'm sure you guys probably feel that way in one way or another. So get in the zone, AutoZone. You seem a little down, unless it's just me or you just woke up. Well, no, I'm not down. I feel pretty good. Considering what I just told you as well, I feel pretty good. But I am a little tired. So I told Aaron that I got some sleep, but like this week I've been getting more sleep, but last night I did have trouble sleeping, so it could be that I'm just tired. But I actually feel pretty good. So yeah, I'm good. How are you guys doing? I'd love to hear how everybody else is doing and how their day's going. And you guys are on the East Coast, so so it's afternoon. Sorry, I had a massive brain fart. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. And did you see that I had a glitch and just kind of like just stood there? Oh, good times. Yeah, so I'm not down. I think I'm just really tired. I feel pretty good though. But I can see it in my, and you know what? Actually, whenever I have this light on, my eyes get more tired than when I have this particular light on over here. So it could be that. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, there we go. Just go get a bag of hot Cheetos with lime, chili, and think it through. Yeah, that actually does help. The Scratch Crafter knows me too well. It does help. Yeah, so good times. Seems like there's an opportunity to hop back into a classroom setting again, but I'm trying to, I don't know. It's just things are different. You know what I mean? No matter how you feel about it, there's concern there. It's real for everybody. So yeah. Valeria says, I'm trying to concentrate on my Quizlet. Oh, which by the way, how did your practice test go? What was it, on Monday, right? I think it was on Monday. Unless you're about to say it right here. Let me put it back up. I'm trying to concentrate on my Quizlet cards, but I'm having boy troubles and can't stop being in my head. Dang. Already that's not good. That's bad. That's a bad place. Which is bad because I need to focus on myself and getting into med school. You know what? And so I'm just gonna throw this out there, right? It's hard to concentrate when you have other things going on in your mind. like that. And maybe, Valeria, maybe that's what you're sensing from me as well. Just maybe I look a little down or something like that. You're not probably off either, because I wear my emotions on my sleeves pretty well, to the point where people know something may be up. So I would say the best thing that I would encourage you with, and this is talking to myself as well, is to be able to just hone in on this exercise, this Pomodoro technique. I think it does help kind of get your mind off of it. So the more you put, a little bit of effort into that, I think it'll be helpful. And then also kind of look around at your desk area and just see if like this is conducive to my study time, like pour yourself some coffee or get some your favorite drink or snack or something, and just kind of be in the moment for now. And I know that's hard to do and easy to say, but like when I was doing this session, I was like in the AutoZone. I was in the AutoZone, right? And so I hear you. Stuff is going on and it's hard to concentrate. I get that. So, but hopefully you feel encouraged to do this next session with us, and hopefully it gets your mind off of it for a little bit, and maybe the music might help too. And thank you for letting me know about that, by the way. Just life things. Yeah, I get it. Especially with just, how things are right now. Things are tricky. Oh man. Tension's gone like that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Pax. I will try that, and the music helps as well. Good. I'm glad it does. I'm not a counselor. I'm not, obviously, but I hope that this place, that this time is helpful for you, that you are able to focus. And the music does help, having even this conversation, even though it's this way, I think also does help. It does help kind of, put us in a better mindset. And sometimes, like what happened to me last week, and I don't know if you know this, but last week I had a massive panic attack on Monday. And I deal with panic attack disorder and anxiety and depression and things like that. I was, clinically diagnosed and everything. But Monday was really the hardest day for me that I've felt in a very long time. And this community of people here, with their love and support, and also with my family's love and support, was able to kind of help me through that day. That was one of the hardest days in recent memory, for sure. As a matter of fact, when I did the live stream, I was in panic mode almost the entire time. And I almost had the sense of not doing the second live stream that day because physically I was unable to even muster up words. But everybody was able to help me through it and kind of talk things through. So, this community, I would encourage you to even get to know a little bit more. This community is really great, and they're really great people like yourself, and I hope that gives you some sense of like belonging. I know it's online and it's with people you don't know, but hopefully it gives you a sense of like, hey, I kind of found this like little group, and so yeah, hopefully that helps. Hashtag Professor Pax. You know what? I wouldn't be opposed to that. I like that one. That one might catch. But then again, I don't want this to be about me. I want it to be about us. And that's what I've said from day one, is I really look forward to growing our community more and more. So, hey, Sue. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Pax. Just popped by to say hello just in time to hear what you are sharing. Touches my soul deeply. I love this community. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Sue. Thank you so much for being here. And I really hope that you find this helpful and beneficial to be part of this community that is small, but I think is starting to grow. And like I mentioned before, everybody is pretty awesome, you know, in this group. They're very good people like yourself and like Valeria and even the Scratch Crafter. I say that because he's one of my closest friends. So, okay. All right, we're going to get started in our second session of 45 minutes. Thank you guys so much for being here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start the Pomodoro or the Forest app. But if you guys want to get in on the Forest app, let me know in the next 30 seconds, and I will give you that access. Hey, I like that emoji. I love you. Hey, Gabriella. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Gabriella. Hi, I'm from Brazil, and now I'm trying to focus in my master thesis. Thank you and good luck. Good luck or good luck. Yeah. Gabriella, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm actually working on a master thesis as well. I'm kind of curious to know what it is you're working on. I'd love that. Yes, and I want to join. Okay. So I'm going to send you guys. Okay, so the room code. Yeah. And yeah, Gabriella, feel free to interact with the people on the chat. Everybody here is really, really nice. Very, very welcoming people. Good people that I've met in the course of this last summer, to be honest. So I'd love to know. I'd love to know what your master thesis is on. That's kind of cool. Oh, good luck. No worries. No worries. Again, no pressure. You don't have to say anything. I'd love to know more if you want to say that. And the code for the Forest app I put in already, so I'm just waiting to see if anyone else wants to join in. And I'm playing some nice retro music for you guys today. It's a mixture of like sort of lo-fi, but also like retro Back to the Future type of music, but not the Power of Love type of music. It's more of the, if you will, soundtrack, you know? And guys, thank you so much for being here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. If you haven't done so already, I would really love for you to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. And also, just to let you know, later today, I am going to live stream again at 4:50 p.m. Pacific time because I'm on the West Coast. So I'd love for you to join us at that time. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to go for 45 minutes. I won't be able to interact with you guys in the chat, but feel free to do so with each other. And thank you so much for being here. And after the chat, or after the 45 minutes, I will be hanging around just to be able to connect with you a little bit and chat and play some music during this segment. So this is session number 2 of 45 minutes of uninterrupted time of study and music on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. Thanks for being here.
and it all dissolves, see? And the moonbeams that shoot out of your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Want me to kiss her, huh? Hey, that's a pretty good idea. What is it you want, Barry? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. I'll give you the moon, Barry. Want me to kiss her, huh? Well, then you could swallow it. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Barry. And I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Barry.
Then what?
Well, then you could swallow it, and it all dissolves, see? And the moonbeams that shoot out of your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Am I talking too much? Yes. I'll give you the moon, Barry.
I'll take it. Then what?
Hey everybody. I hope you enjoyed that session. That is our second session and our last for just this morning, or at least it would be afternoon for most of you, if I'm not mistaken. We will be back later today at 4:50 p.m. Pacific Daytime. So I'm kind of curious to see how you guys did. Let me know in the chat. Did you feel pretty productive in that last session? Did you feel like you were trailing off? Were there things on your mind? I'd love to know just kind of what's going on with you guys, and to connect a little bit before we kind of sign off. And I hope you'll join us back later today at 4:50 p.m. This last week I got a couple of questions as to why I was doing morning and then like early afternoon or late afternoon, late evening times. And it's just to give people variety of opportunities to be on this channel. In October, that might change where it'll be more consistent all the way through. So it'll be, it could even be 4-hour Pomodoro technique sessions instead of just 2 hours. So yeah, it might be one of those one of those things. Thanks, Valeria. I'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed that session. And Gabriella, your master's degree is in university administration, specifically business process management and decision making. Wow, that is awesome. So it's kind of the reason why I say it's awesome is because I feel like there's so much indecision with so many people. I think it helps to have a program about business processing that helps with also making decisions. So I'm kind of curious to know a little bit more of what led you to that specific master, and what is your master thesis? Do you know what like title or specific subject that you're wanting to talk about? I'd love to know more about it. Rhino Dog, it definitely helped with getting notes together for next episode. Sorry I won't be able to be here during your later show today. Have a great afternoon. Hey, no worries. It's come and go as you please. You know, it's just really great to connect with you guys this morning and or this afternoon actually, and I hope that you'll be able to hang out more often. And just to give you a little update, Rhino Dog, I did look at your email and I was making some notes. So I will get that back to you probably in the next, I'd say half an hour, because I'm pretty much almost done with it. So I will send it your way so you can be expecting that in the next half hour. Aaron, I'm struggling, but it's only because I don't want to work and would rather work on my channel and other projects. Hopefully during the night session. Yeah, and Aaron, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. I think many of us want to work on stuff we want to work on, and just to kind of give you a good example, but when I was working in my master thesis this summer, I was pouring every ounce of my energy into this YouTube channel, avoiding my master thesis. And in the long run, that does a lot of damage, as I'm sure you know. So it's perfectly normal to be struggling with wanting to do something, but you can't do it. Thanks, Rhino Dog. I appreciate it, man. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you real soon. And it's really difficult to it's just really difficult to know that you have responsibilities, you have priorities, and sometimes those priorities don't seem like they are the best timing or something that you want to put your energy into. And so I know for me, my priority, like for example, this summer was doing my master thesis, and I should be finishing my master thesis hopefully in the next couple weeks or so. But I really, I totally understand where you're coming from. It's just you have responsibilities, priorities, having do work, and you want to focus on your content because it's fun. It's something you're excited about. And it's kind of strange because with the master thesis that I'm working on now, I'm like really passionate about education. I've been a middle school educator for the last 8 years, and within those last 8 years, I've been super passionate about people and students and developing students and helping them grow and kind of fostering the care and nurturing of a child as they're going through like middle school and high school and stuff like that. So I think that passion is obviously still there. I have a passion for even the topic of homework, only because it's directly involved with people. So I'm passionate about those people that I serve, and I think the topic of homework needs full recourse. Like people need to reevaluate why we're giving out homework and how much of it is actually helpful. And that's why because of the statistics on that, I was realizing that people in the realm in my area were not doing well. There was depression, anxiety, and stress, or all of it was a stem from stress. So they were kind of like I was observing so many students in my line of work that I started to realize like the homework is kind of a big deal, and parents don't know how to always help with that situation. They don't know exactly like what's too much homework, what's not enough homework. You have different sides of it, and statistically speaking, I always go back to this, but statistically speaking, in one study that I looked at, 75% of students in this particular study were so stressed that they had suicidal thoughts, depression, and anxiety, and even panic attacks, obviously that being kind of the starter. And so in my opinion, that's huge. And if we're not paying attention to that, we need to, because we're talking about people's lives, specifically these students. And if we don't give them the right resources like school counselors and therapists and psychiatrists, to whether it's medicinal that they need, or homeopathic type of route, but we need to take care of the mental health of our students, and the stressor is homework, and parents don't necessarily know how to help their students. So and I'm not so sure that all educators know why they're giving out homework, especially first year educators. First year educators are kind of like they just got a job, and they're beaming, they love the fact that they got their first teaching job. Now they have to prove that they've been a teacher for like 20 years. And so they have to make it look like they're doing all this like stuff back and forth. And, I got to be on my feet for 8 hours to prove to my administrator who hired me that they made the right decision. But, that stress alone also, believe it or not, can be projected to your students. And in the same way that parents, when, students get in the car, the first thing that they might say is, how much homework do you have? Versus, hi, how are you? How was your day? Although parents do that as well. But the statistics almost say different. You know what I mean? So anyways, I don't know where I was going with that, but that's something I'm passionate about. And I know for you, I know you're passionate about movies as much as I am. Like, we love reviewing movies. We love talking about movies. I mean, I speak movie, which is, you know, and I think you understand where I'm coming from. You're right there with me on that. Yeah. So I'm encouraging you to hang in there. I know it's tough, Aaron, and I know you can do it. I know you can do it, and I know you're going to have, like, those moments where you don't want to do what you have to do, but it's almost going to be that much sweeter when you get to do what you want to do, because you've put in the hard work of, this is what I have to do right now to support my family, myself, and take care of my responsibilities, to show up, and then I get to then do something that I love, and when life happens, just say, okay, I got to take a deep breath and keep moving forward. So hopefully that encourages you, that makes you feel a little bit better. And the music, the music is helpful. I remember I would have my moments where the music was like queued up perfectly, and I was having this like intimate discussion with you guys, and it just worked out beautifully. It was like a story time with Pat Flynn, on the income stream. Rhino Dog says, I speak Geekanese also. Geekanese, I love it. Yeah, so what are you guys up to in the next couple of hours in between our sessions? I'd love to know real quick. And I will, like I mentioned, I'm going to be here at 4:50 p.m. Pacific Daytime. I really would love for you guys to join us. It's going to be another 2-hour session of the Pomodoro technique with 45-minute study time and 15-minute breaks. Gabriella says, I'll propose guidelines for decision-making in collegiate bodies to reduce problems with regulations that are difficult to apply because the representatives don't have a horizontal knowledge of how the university works. Interesting. That's interesting. Huh. I love the fact that you're trying to be a problem solver in that, to reduce problems with regulations that are difficult to apply because the representatives don't have a horizontal knowledge of how the university works. Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm reading that right. Congrats on your work here. My English is still bad, but these topics in education are very important. Oh no, and I think your English is great. I think your English is fantastic, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Gabriella and Aaron and Rhino Dog and Valeria and Andrew, who was here earlier, and Sue. It's just really great to connect with you guys. Gabriella, you know what? I'm going to let you in on a little secret, since it's just us. I took Portuguese for a semester, and I love the language. I took Portuguese, and like, it was so funny that that season when I was like a first year college student, because I have like I'm not the best with the Spanish language, although yeah. I'm not the best with the Spanish language, even though, contrary to popular belief, that was actually my first language. Spanish was my first language, but I took Portuguese, and I loved how, like, I'm just going to use an example, and you let me know if it's the right pronunciation or the right track. As a matter of fact, one of these days, I'd love to have like a Zoom session with my members and like have face-to-face communication with you guys, and you can tell me for sure if it's the right, pronunciation. But like, I remember I used to say like one sentence to make it look like I knew what I was talking about in conversation, to make it seem like I knew Portuguese, like I was a polyglot or something, which I guess I'm just more bilingual, because I speak Spanish, not well, but I speak it, and I understand Spanish better than I speak it. But anyways, like the word universidad, like that to me is like, that's the word that I held on to like the entire semester and even beyond that. And I would use it in a sentence. I mean, I can't, like, I don't know how to say it again as a full-on sentence, but you let me know. Did it sound correct, or am I like way off? And I'm totally open to criticism on this. You know, it's like a saying I have. Oh, that was good, but let's do some pencil sharpening, you know? Sorry, that's the educator in me wanting to I don't know. Aaron says, I'm still working, boo. but might try to find time to quickly shoot a video or two. That'd be good. Yeah, I agree. Your English is fantastic, Gabriella. The Google Translate helps me sometimes. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, sometimes it helps, and other times it really messes you up, you know? Nice. So, universidad it's okay. Okay, so, that's good news. That's good news. But like I mentioned, I tried to make it seem like I knew what I was talking about, and I used that one word almost at the time. I used it in almost every sentence, and like, so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I should have really looked into learning the language a little bit better, because I really love it. I really enjoy it. I think it sounds beautiful. You know, it's anything, in my opinion, anything like European, and also like, you know, Spanish and, you know, Portuguese. Like, I know there's a difference between the Portuguese Brazil and Portuguese Portugal in how they say words. And I think there's a really big distinction, actually. But yeah, I think it's, you know, it's the romantic, you know, language, in my opinion, those romantic languages. I like French as well. I was trying to learn French, and there was just nobody to like talk to in French. Everybody here that I, you know is always talking in English, which is fine, because I'm setting out to be an English teacher as well. So I guess it makes perfect sense. What I'm curious, Gabriella, what section of your master thesis are you actually working on? And I hope I'm not putting you on the spot or anything like that. Like I said, feel free to push back and say, like, you know, I'm just working on my essay or thesis or whatever, or don't say anything at all. It's okay. And Aaron, I think it would be kind of cool, you know, if you had the opportunity to work on a couple things, like a couple videos, I mean. So many different words in Portuguese speaking countries. Yeah. There's, now I could be wrong, but there's more in Europe, I believe, right? Oh, I'm on 3-4 semester. Oh, okay. So you're pretty close to finishing. Wow. And again, yours was proposing guidelines for decision making in collegiate bodies to reduce problems with regulations that are difficult to apply because the representatives don't have a horizontal knowledge of how the university works. I think it's great that because it sounds to me like it's a problem-solving type of program, or program, but like it's a problem-solving route. It's a track that you're on to help people make better decisions, and to simply just just make decisions. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I want to thank you also for subscribing and liking and hitting that notification bell. And when you hit that notification bell, if you put it to all, that gives you the opportunity to get any updates from me. And as you can see on my schedule, I'm here Monday through Friday, and Sunday nights is, in my opinion, a lot of fun. Sunday nights, it starts at 6 p.m. Pacific daytime, and that is a Meanwhile Studying with Paximus, the night edition, where I play like retro music and 80s kind of music, but sometimes I do switch it up to where it's more ambient, like cafe corner, forest sounds, sometimes ocean sounds. So every now and then I switch it up, and it usually depends on what everybody in the group is wanting. So I do sometimes do like a voting type of thing. So anyways, the structure of the Brazilian universities are different, and many political decisions. Yeah, many. Got it. Thank you, Gabriella. I hope to see you soon. If not later today, I will be back on, let's see, today's Wednesday. So I will be back Friday morning at 9:50 a.m. Pacific Daytime. And I hope to see you soon as well. And for everybody else in the chat, I just want to say a huge thank you for your love and support, especially in the last couple of weeks. Things have been a little iffy, if you can recall. So I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me, for also encouraging me, because it was very much needed. And yeah, so I want to thank you guys. You guys are truly awesome rock stars. In the next couple weeks, I will be doing some updates to our live stream that hopefully would make it a little bit more engaging for you, if it isn't already. To some extent, I'm gonna do kind of like a fun game where you can even check to see how many points you have, and you can rack up points through the Forest app or through just simply being in the live stream. And yeah, so anyways, I'm doing that, and then I'm also gonna be trying to do merchandise in the next couple of weeks or so. I'm going to be finalizing the look of some samples, and I would love to share it with you guys to let you know what you think. But thank you so much for being here on Meanwhile Studying with Paximus. Have a good one.